GIMP 2.8 64-bit version is used in this example. Many other image editors can perform similar work. Using Gmax to create Bas-relief meshes from bitmap sources offers the CNC user many unique benefits. Less work is required on source images. Edits are easier, faster, and offer real-time interactive 3D shaping. Work comprises selecting and filling shapes, followed by exporting results to PNG format bitmaps. The GIMP fuzzy select tool is used to identify and separate shapes in the source image. Left-click on the white background selects this area. The Select menu, Invert Item, isolates central content. If desired, the Quick Mask toggle can be used to quickly view the selected area. Selected content is fully visible through transparent areas of the Quick Mask. Excluded content is shaded using semi-transparent red. The Select menu, to Path Item, creates 2D vectors from the current selection. The Paths tab gives access to naming, visibility, and other path functions. Select None clears the current selection. The process is repeated until all required shapes have been extracted. If shapes contain disconnected elements, tool options can activate and add to current selection mode. Left-click on multiple elements now creates a selection containing all elements. All required shapes now exist as SVG vectors. They can be used to quickly recall shape selections. Storing shapes as vectors also provides for image scaling while avoiding impact on shape smoothness. Right-click on any layer opens a layer's context menu. New layer opens the Create a New Layer panel. Layer Fill Type applies the transparency option. Clicking OK creates the new layer. The Bucket Fill tool is activated. Tool options use a Fill Hole selection option. On the transparent layer, the selected shape is filled with white. The Paths tab is used to select the next shape. Right-click on the path opens the Paths context menu. Path to Selection loads the vector as current selection. A new transparent layer is created on the Layers tab. The selected shape is filled with white on the new transparent layer. The process is repeated for all remaining shapes. Layer visibility and ordering can be adjusted at any time to suit requirement. Fill shapes are exported to separate PNG files. Gmax 1.2 by Discrete is based on the more widely known 3D Studio Max. It has many powerful modeling features, including highly developed functions to generate mesh content based on bitmaps. This example explores basic application of features and functions that can be combined in many different ways to produce high-quality custom bas-relief mesh content. On launch, the standard Gmax environment uses 4 viewports. The active viewport has a highlighted border. The W keyboard shortcut expands the active view to use all the available viewport display area. The CNC4 bitmap to model max script generates an initial mesh plane with a displace modifier already applied. A custom GUI button can launch the script, as well as generating the base mesh object. The script activates the modify panel with a displace modifier selected, ready to load an image. The map button, found in the image area of the displace modifier command panel, is pressed, and the Gmax Material Navigator panel opens in the view. Left double-click on the bitmap option, and the File Browser panel opens for selection of the desired image. As images are selected, data in respect of image dimensions, bit depth, alpha channel and location is displayed at the bottom of the panel. A preview option displays a small thumbnail of the current selection. Selecting an image and pressing the Open button applies it to the plane as displacement map. Overall object dimensions can be easily adjusted. The plane item is selected in the modifier stack. Alternate length and width values are entered in the Modify panel. If object dimensions are adjusted, Displace Modifier mapping, shown by the orange mapping gizmo, will also require updating. The Displace Modifier is selected. The lower area of the panel is dragged upwards by left-click and drag on an inactive area. When the alignment group comes into view, a Fit button updates the Displace gizmo to suit the modified object extents. The Materials Editor can be launched using Toolbar button or keyboard shortcut to perform real-time interactive shaping of the mesh. The End button on the Materials Editor panel opens the Material Navigator to access scene maps and materials. On the Materials Navigator panel, the entire option below the scene group is selected. This option displays all scene maps and materials. Left double-click on Material Navigator thumbnails loads the selected map or material into the Material Editor. The Material Editor has many features and functions that can be quickly applied to produce a wide range of mesh shaping effects. The bitmap parameters rollout provides means to apply and adjust bitmap source, filtering, alpha channel, image cropping or placement settings. The coordinates rollout is the next area of interest. It's useful to improve the view of the object first. Left-clicking in the view away from the object deselects it. The Expert Mode keyboard shortcut removes GUI panels and toolbars to increase available viewport area. A Zoom Extents keyboard shortcut centers the scene and adjusts magnification to view the entire object. Press and hold with a mouse wheel enables viewport panning. Rotating the mouse wheel controls view magnification. The Rotate View keyboard shortcut enables viewport rotation by left-click and drag in the view. The Coordinates rollout provides means to quickly reposition, repeat, mirror, soften, and rotate displacement maps. These functions are largely self-explanatory. They can greatly expand the range of results available from a single height map. Blur settings offer means to modify map color and transparency. Changes produced by coordinates rollout parameters are easily inspected or saved. Left double-click on the Material Editor thumbnail opens a viewer with options to render and save the modified map at custom scale. The Output rollout provides functions to modify map color, grayscale, and alpha channel output. These features deform and modify surfaces quickly and interactively. Bezier curve control and color properties allow fast, intuitive shaping. Using this Bezier curve to modify gradient properties applies interactive shaping to the mesh. Output amount, RGB offset, RGB level, and clem options allow compression, expansion, and limitation of grayscale range. Applying additional height maps to the mesh begins with copy and paste of the existing displace modifier. The pasted modifier's map button is pressed. The Material Navigator opens. Left double-click on the bitmap option, and the File Browser panel opens for selection of the desired image. Selecting an image and pressing Open updates the pasted modifier's map to use the selected image. The Material Editor is opened and the Material Navigator is used to open the new map for editing. Material Editor functions are used to apply shaping. Displace modifier panel options can also be adjusted to shape results to suit requirement. A brief sequence is included to show shaping methods for all additional images. All elements of the result remain live. Parts can be hidden. Shaping is easily adjusted for any element. Material Editor settings also remain live. Maps are easily changed, copied, exchanged, or referenced. When shaping is as required, the effect of all displacement maps is easily embedded into the mesh surface. Right-click on the modifier stack and selection of the Collapse All option converts the effect of active modifiers into a shaped mesh. Prior to collapse of the stack, more experienced Gmax users can use Mesh Smooth or Optimize modifiers to control mesh subdivision. If desired, a Slice modifier can quickly remove undisplaced faces. Using additional modifiers and other types of images will be covered in tutorials dedicated to these operations. Collapse of the stack is the same regardless of number and type of modifiers in use. The fastest means to export results is via the Pop and Fresh MD3 export add-on. This add-on is included with a CNC for free ebook download. The File menu Export item opens a browser to specify save location and file name. When the MD3 add-on is installed, MD3 becomes the default export format. The exporter panel opens. Frame 0 is nominated as export frame. An export error alert warns that the mesh exceeds MD3 specification. This can be ignored. The mesh will not be used in MD3 compliant software. The mesh is easily converted from MD3 to OBJ or STL format. Results are displayed in Mesh Lab.